Well, last year, Governor Ron DeSantis proclaimed September as Workforce Development Month.
It's a time to celebrate the progress made toward strengthening workforce education opportunities in our state. And CareerSource Tampa Bay has resources to help in honor of this month. John Flanagan, President and CEO of CareerSource Tampa Bay, joins us now with more. So welcome. Good morning.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, and thank you for giving us the opportunity to talk about what we do. So not often that we get to do. So thank you very much.
We're glad you're here. So can you start off? We mentioned a little bit about the month, but can you go into more detail?
Yeah, so this is a month really just to kind of honor the professionals that work in the industry. Not a very big industry. About 3,000 people in the state of Florida provide these services, and one of 24 organizations. For Tampa Bay is one, Pinellas is another, and then you've got other ones across the state. We all pretty much do the same thing. We boil it down, we connect talent to opportunity. So we look for that natural connection between job seekers and what they may want to do with the rest of their life, or if they want to change professions, we provide resources for that. And then finding the employer, the talent pipeline that they need in order to continue doing what they're doing. So it's great.
So I know you have a lot of interesting things going on there. Can you talk a little bit more about them?
Yeah, so one of the things we just finished, we always every summer get about 600 to 1,000 youth together, young people, to either give them the opportunity to enter the labor force or to learn about what careers are available. So we do that through what's called Tampa Bay Summer Hires. That program just wrapped up. And that serves, again, it gives them the opportunity to A, earn a wage, or B, find what they might want to do with the rest of their lives. So giving that opportunity is important for us. And some of the things we do now, particularly we have a program called the ACE program, or it's Apprenticeship to Career Empowerment. And that helps people who qualify through whether they're low income or they have a barrier to employment. We provide the opportunity, again, to earn a wage and to get an industry recognized credential that's going to help them move on to better and more gainful employment. And the other big thing that we do, Tampa Bay is a really big veteran community. There's a lot of veteran and military presence here. So we provide, a myriad of services for our veteran community and our transitioning servicemen and women through a program called Get There Faster. So it's the same kind of concept. It's, again, giving those folks the opportunity to transition back into civilian life and help them eliminate that barrier of transitioning the skills they've learned in the military, and how do we apply those to, to the, not the real world, but the labor market as it is now. So, in all told, we serve about 20,000 people a year. We place about 6,000 people a year into employment every year. So it's a good feeling, and it's one of the only programs that, from a taxpayer perspective, it's actually revenue positive. So for every dollar we put in to this program, the community gets about $1.26 back. So it's a great program all around. Makes sense because we're helping people find employment. So it's fantastic. There's a whole bunch of stuff from I could talk all day about what we do, but I know we're short on time.
Well, I wanted you to tell us a little bit more about the job market here in Tampa Bay. We know if you drive around town, if you go out, there are a lot more people calling Tampa Bay home over the past few years. So we know the population has grown. The opportunities for jobs, are they also growing?
Absolutely.
Is that also growing?
I'm one of those folks. I moved here in 2018, I think. There's going to be about 80,000 new jobs in the next 3 years in the greater Tampa area. So with that population boom, there always comes the need for new employment and new services. And it's across industries. Typically it's healthcare, but the finance industry is booming in Tampa. So is the technology. Those two sectors specifically, you're going to see about 30 to 40,000 new jobs just in those two. So as you see technology companies relocate from their traditional areas like in Silicon Valley and in California and move to the Tampa-St. Pete area, that's driving growth. Healthcare is always going to be a growth industry. We're getting older as a country and more people. You need more healthcare. But all your other sectors too, manufacturing, construction. We need people desperately in the construction and trades industry if we're going to keep up with housing demand. So building houses, building infrastructure. So, along with population growth comes all of these needs for services. So really, really busy. And hopefully we find those 80,000 people to fill those jobs.
And quickly, I know you help employers to find talent. That's something that you do, especially small businesses.
Absolutely. So anything from if they're looking to get a bigger audience to see what jobs they have available, we'll post their jobs on our system. That we have about 50,000 active users on our system. We'll help hire, we'll help screen, we'll even help offset some of the costs to onboard an employee to make sure it's easier. And particularly, we like to do that with the small business community because really that's who we're intended to serve.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for coming on today,
bet.
and for
Thank you for
sharing that
having us.
information with us. And to learn more about this and how you can get help, just head to CareerSourceTB.com.